So these simple steps will help you from being taken for granted. I was talking to someone the other time, and she was talking about how people take her for granted. So I decided to make this video because of her. So this video will help you. Of course, we know that we are in a world where people are constantly asking for our help one way or the other, and most times they don't repay us back with our kindness. So but with these steps, you'll be able to avoid being be taken for granted or being undervalued or being undermined. So number one thing you need to do is communicate your limits, set boundaries. It's very, very important to set boundaries in our daily life. You can communicate this through your speech, and you have to be firm. Being firm when communicating them is very, very important, so that at the end of the day, you don't feel overburdened with favor. Of course, you want to help people, but you cannot help everybody. And at the same time, you need to take care of yourself. So prioritizing your needs is very, very important. And that's the only way you can do that, by setting clear boundaries. Politely saying no is something that can really help you so that you don't get overwhelmed. And at the end of the day, let people know when you are not comfortable about certain things. There is no need to pretend or to avoid talking, especially when you know you are not feeling good about certain things. Another thing is you need to value yourself. Respect yourself, and at the same time value your time. The English people will say time is money. So if you are trading your time for something, then you should know that that thing should worth it. Time waits for no one, and at the end of the day, you realize that if you don't value your time, you will lose a lot. And remember, there is no time. So when you value yourself, others are likely to do the same to you. Acknowledge your worth and remind yourself that you deserve respect and appreciation. So when you give your time to someone, you should expect that that person should appreciate it, because you have shown clearly by acknowledging your worth. The next thing is you need to be assertive. Speaking up for yourself is very, very important, because nobody will do that for you. So when you speak up, especially when you have a feeling of being undervalued, it's important for you to be assertive in your words by expressing your feelings and your need without being aggressive or feeling bad about it. Most times it's important to use the I statement to emphasize your feeling of being unappreciated, and that way it creates a clear understanding with whosoever that you are talking to. Then another thing you need to do is to limit overgiving. Of course, it's good to help others, but you cannot always say yes to every request. So balancing it is very, very important. And at the same time, don't sacrifice your needs or your priority just because you want to make friends or you want to accommodate people in your life, because at the end of the day, you may risk hurting yourself, and at the same time, these things can harm you one way or the other, which you may not know until it happens to you. Then another thing is build relationship where both of you contribute equally. What is the mission of this relationship? Is to satisfy a need. So at the same time, you should not be the one making more effort and the other party is just there, because at the end of the day, this strains your relationship. If you notice someone isn't putting in much effort as you are doing, it's better you address it, because at the end of the day, this is some of the things that normally cause conflicts in relationship. So avoid being the only one initiating conversation. plans or problem solving. Then another thing is to recognize pattern. Pay attention to people who constantly take advantage of your kindness. Distance yourself from people who don't reciprocate your effort or appreciate your effort, because this is one of the things that affects people and causes a kind of mental imbalance. It's not healthy at all, and those kind of relationship, you should always be careful. Recognize patterns in your relationship, pay attention to details, and look at how people treat you. If you find out that you are not being treated well, it's better you distance yourself from such relationship. Seek for genuine relationship. As I said, surround yourself with people who value you and respect you. Genuine friends, loved ones, colleagues, or family will never take you for granted. All right, guys, I hope I've been able to clear some air about this issue, and I hope you'll be able to learn one or two things from this video. All right, guys, thanks for watching my video, and it's a bye.